Hi everyone, my name is Heather and welcome to my formal vibration plate review. I am so excited to share this with all of you. I have been using the vibration plate now for 7 months. I really got into it, I would say, probably in November. I was using it a couple days a week, sporadically. It wasn't really like a part of my routine yet. And then I would say November, I started doing it probably 5 to 6 times a week and really getting into it. And also really kind of seeing like the full potential of it, not only for what it was doing for my body, but also what I could do on it. There are so many things. So I'm going to talk about all of it today. But some of the major points of what I loved about this machine and why I use it almost every single day is because of how it makes me feel, how it makes me look, and just even my mental well-being. So to elaborate on that a little bit more, when I first got this machine, I was really getting it because I had swelling in my legs. I had lymphedema in both my legs and I was like devastated. I didn't know if I had a heart problem. I wasn't sure if it was because of the IUD that I had, hormonal changes. I have no idea because I am 45 and in great health. So my blood work is amazing. Everything is amazing. So why I was having this, I just didn't understand. So I bought this vibration plate. I am telling you right now, it took time because I had to get used to the plate. I had to like ease my way into it. And with everything else, it just takes time. But I want to say after 3 months of using it, and not even every day, I was seeing a difference in my leg swelling. And it was so like, I can't even tell you, I was so happy. I thought there was something like seriously wrong with me. I did go to a cardiologist. There's nothing wrong with me. I don't know why this was happening, but it's not happening anymore. So to go from pushing on my legs and to barely being able to put on my pants because everything's just so tight and uncomfortable and heavy, I went from that to going back to my normal self. And it was so life-changing for me, I have to tell you. And I'm so happy that I made this purchase, not knowing much about it other than doing some regular Google research like anyone else and seeing that there was like evidence-based information and studies that were done on this vibration plate to help with, circulation and lymphatic drainage. So that was the main reason why I tried it. And I have to say it did work. So 10 out of 10, I want to see if any of you had that same experience or if it was just a random thing for me. But like I even felt the difference when I would get on the plate and my legs would itch. I can see like the redness. This was all at the beginning. It doesn't even happen anymore after I got used to it. But you can see the change. And for me, maybe I was sitting, too long. I'm in school, so I do sit a lot and study. I have changed that, and if I have to study at night, I will jump on the plate for 20 minutes just to, get my blood moving, circulate, and also for just alertness. I feel like I'm more alert if I'm standing and vibrating on the plate and I can concentrate better. So these are all very like positive, like all pluses for me. And so I have to say, like, I've had to really adapt this machinery to my day to day because of the benefits that I have experienced. So I just want to share that because I do feel like it's important. I would love to hear if anyone else has had that experience too, because to me it was everything. And I wouldn't change a thing. In addition to that, it is easy to store. I have it under my desk right now, which is, to me, like if you're going to have a piece of equipment in your home as for your home workouts. Now, I only go to the gym 1 day a week. So, and I do that because I like to run, just the 1 day, that's it. And then to have like a change of pace. So anything that I have in my home is where I mainly do all of my workouts. So I need it to be easily stored. This I can stick anywhere and I can pull it out anytime and it's easy. It's no problem. 20 minutes is the max on my plate. So I know like I could either use this as like, for example, yesterday, I was exhausted after work. It's wintertime. It's freezing. I'm don't know what's going on with me. I'm just exhausted. And I was like, I'm not going to work out. I'm just going to go to bed. And I literally said that to my husband, who was like, yeah, right. You're not going to go to bed. It was probably 9 o'clock at night. Then I came upstairs. I was like, let me just do a vibe plate workout. Like, and I did like a 5-minute challenge workout as well. And I just felt so much better. It was so much better than just like going to bed. I not only did something, but in that 20 minutes, I did weights, I did squats, I did way more than I would have done had I have just done regular weights on the floor. So I just felt like I was doing more for my body in that 20 minutes and being more efficient because I'm just igniting everything in my body, helping my circulation, helping my lymphatic drainage, helping bone density. Like I just feel like it feeds me more in those little moments of where I only have 20 minutes. In addition to that, if I add a walk to that, if I add extra strength training to it where I'm doing like heavier weights, or if I'm just going to the gym to do some cardio, I still like to incorporate this. I still think it's great. So it might take that 20 minutes and I can add another 20 minutes doing something else. And I just feel like it just adds up through the day. So I love that about it too. So to me, that's also 10 out of 10. Why would I not want this machine in my life that's doing so much for me? I just feel like it's just so beneficial all around. Also like trying to be motivated. So if I'm motivated to at least get on this every single day, like yesterday, I'm so exhausted. I was like, let me just jump on this plate and do something. I need to also look at what I can do for my body, as in being better with my nutrition, being better with my hydration. So I look at that as well. That's also, a struggle. You have to really like look at things. So I'm trying to incorporate that as well, because now that I'm doing all this good with my body and doing this vibration plate and building this muscle tone, and it's easier to build this muscle tone, I need to fuel my body appropriately, making sure I get enough protein, fiber, hydration, fruits and vegetables, and I just have to do better. So I have been, improving that as well. Weight loss, I feel like it's easier to keep weight off. I know that that's one of the things that this machine claims, with a vibration plate, that you are able to have weight loss. If you're doing it consistently, you will. If you're doing it consistently and you're adding the different modalities, the strength training, the cardio, I wouldn't say if you're just to stand on it, that would necessarily happen. I think the other benefits of just, when you're just standing on it and not doing anything in addition to that, you will get the benefit of, increasing bone density. You will get the benefit of the improved circulation and lymphatic drainage. But I do feel like if you really want to lose weight on the machine, you have to like move your body more and incorporate the weights, incorporate, doing even if you're just using your own body weight, doing the squats and lunges and things like that. There's just so much you can do, and I'm learning that, and that's what I really love. And I feel like that's where you get the weight loss, burning calories, and then just physical change in your body. And like, how cool is that to, I've definitely noticed within 6 months that my cellulite has gotten less. I've also noticed that my thighs and my glutes have been less jiggly, and that's huge. As we're aging, that's defying gravity is very difficult. So to be able to say, okay, like I can put on these pants and there's not as much jiggly on the side, or my butt has lifted, like, an interesting enough amount where I could feel like, wow, like I can really, I feel like I look younger back there. Like that is, to me, such a huge win that I'm going to keep on using this machine. So I love it. My honest review of this machine is that it does work, and it does what the claims are true. My things that I don't 100% love about it is, even though I did my research on the plate and I feel like I picked a decent plate. It has 4 modes. The max is 20 minutes. And there are, like, I have learned that there are restrictions to this. You shouldn't use it, for longer than 30 minutes a day. The studies vary, and I've looked at a lot of different things, and I feel like some things aren't quite defined. But as I'm learning it, like, they say 10 to 15 minutes a day, you'll see benefits. And I do believe that. When we're doing our strength training and we're doing all these different things on the plate, I feel like it does enhance that. So I think 30 minutes max per day, 5 days a week, I think is, from what I'm reading, it seems fine. I don't know if there's like not a whole ton of research on like the exact recommendation per day that you should do that's safe. And then there's also, I've noticed lots of restrictions for people who've had like blood clots, heart diseases, osteoporosis, and things like that. So when people are connecting with me on this machine, I always refer to the doctor, because there is not a whole lot of studies that show if this is 100% good or bad, and there are restrictions. And so if you do have like a serious health issue, check with your doctor. So it's not something that you could definitely just like jump on if you have problems or comorbidities and say like this is 100% going to work for me. You have to see your doctor. So that's, something that I feel like is a little complex. And, if you are someone who is experiencing some of these things, it is like kind of a hassle to go and talk to your doctor and just make sure that they know, what this is. But, I did see a lot of restrictions on this machine. So I just want everyone to be aware of that, because that is, something that I'm also concerned about when I'm trying something new. And in addition, I feel like my plate is small. Like I feel like if I had a bigger plate with more bells and whistles, I feel like that would make me a little happier. I would have like a higher review of the plate with that. So the plate itself, if you have one, is great, but there are different variations to the plates that are out there that I realized. And, when you do your research, there's all different price points. So you can get, a decent one for like $100 to, and there's sales all the time. So I'm saying around 100 to thousands of dollars. These plates are insane. Health clubs are getting these plates. Like they're the biggest rage because they do work and there is evidence behind it. However, when we're looking into what to buy, like for me, I would have liked a wider plate. I feel like I could have done more on it if it was wider. Also, if it had more modes, because now I'm on mode 4, that's the highest, and I feel like I need more. So we're at like 5 months ago, I was like, that's wow, 4 is pretty crazy. Now I'm adapted, I'm stronger, I have more balance, I have all these things, and I want more. So I feel like that's just something to keep in the back of your mind if you're going to purchase a plate. Is there are different sizes, there are different prices. What are you willing to pay, and how often are you going to use it? If you're like me who wants to use it every day and it's an investment in my health, I feel it's worth it to go up on the price and buy something that's more fitting and you're able to do more on it. Where if you're just like, I'm just going to use this as a little addition to my workout and no big deal, I'll do some workouts on it, but I'll also do like, incorporate walking and other things. And, then you might think to buy something that's maybe not as intense. So there are different, ways to look at it. The one that I have is fine. It's absolutely fine. I love it, but now I want more. So there is that as you kind of, I think, grow out of it, and, it is what it is. But the one I got was fine. I just think of that as like the whole picture. It is part of it. You want to buy the right one, and there is tons out there. So read the reviews, make sure everything is good. I've sent everyone, I've had a lot of people ask me the one that I used. I always, pop it in the links. It's fine. It's fine. It's a good one. But I need something wider, because when I want to do like goblet squats, or I do a lot of strength training on it. Also, I want to be able to go a little bit wider with my legs to get that more intense, strength training, my inner thighs, my glutes, and so I do feel a little bit limited. But anyway, that's like, my honest review about it, and that's just me. I would love to hear how you feel as you're using the plate and you're moving forwards with your journey. How is it making your body look? I put out workouts every single weekend for a reason. You know, everything is intentional. I love doing, making workouts based on what everyone is telling me that they want to see or that they're working on. But I'm also trying to be intentional of incorporating different cardio, light weights, heavier weights, power yoga. All these things really help keep things interesting. Not only keep things interesting, but also keep your body guessing. We don't want to do the same thing every single day. We want to challenge ourselves. And so for that, I feel like that helps us get the best results with those 20 minutes. And that's the other thing. I want a plate, even though the recommendation is between 15 to 30 minutes a day. I want a plate that goes up to 30 minutes. I don't think I realized that when I bought the machine that my plate shuts off at 20. I had someone message me in the comments and said that theirs only goes up to 10. I think it was like 10 or 15 or something like that. And then so they have to restart their plate halfway through their workout. So think about that too when you're going to purchase a plate. Like, you want something that's going to be at least 20 to 30 minutes. So if that's like the recommendation and the max, try to get that. So the modes, my mode goes up to 4. I would say if there's others that go higher than that or have like more bells and whistles, I would consider that, honestly speaking, because 4, after you get used to it, after 6 months, is not that much. Like, I get on it now, where before I'd be like shaking all over the place. I'm like, this is crazy. This is so much. Now it's not, because I'm used to it. So kind of think about that too as you're going to go and buy a plate. But overall, other than those things, and it's nice that I've done this for a good amount of time to be able to share my true feelings about it. Because if I only did this for like a short time, I wouldn't be saying the same things to you like I'm saying right now. But 100%, I love this machine, and it does work. The things that it's saying is absolutely true for me, but I would love to hear about if it's true for you too. And if you love it just as much as I do, please tell me, and I am looking forward to hearing from all of you. It just means so much to me that you're even listening to this right now, and I hope you're all loving the plate as much as I do. Have a great day.